Today we have with us Mr. Raza Server. Mr. Raza Server is General Manager, Talent Acquisition and Outsourcing. In addition to this role, he is also taking care of performance management and digitization in HR. The interesting topic we have today for this session is making smart choices. And you make smart choices in your life, in your corporate business environment, and everywhere. So let's hear him out and let's see what sort of tools and techniques he is going to teach us so that we apply at our work environment and make our choices even better. Over to you, Raza.
Thank you so much, Amjad sir. I hope I'm audible.
जी yes, very much audible. और थोड़ी देर के बाद अपनी वीडियो ऑफ करनी है ताकि वो लोगों को बैंडविड्थ का इशू ना आए.
Great. मैं वीडियो को ऑफ कर रहा हूँ. तो बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम. अस्सलाम वालेकुम एवरीवन. I hope everyone is fine and I believe कि ज़्यादातर लोग are enjoying working from home. So सबसे पहले I would like to tell you why I chose this topic. आज जहाँ पर भी आप सब लोग खड़े हैं, that is because of the decisions you have made in the past. The decisions you are making today will determine where you will be tomorrow. Sometimes there are scenarios in your life, in both your professional and personal life, in which you have to make smart moves. आपके पास जितनी भी options available हैं, उनमें से you have to select the best option. Your intelligence is not enough for making that choice because it requires processing information in a logical way. और जो अच्छा decision होता है, that is always based on some logic. There are steps we can take if we want to make good choices. So आज के session में you will learn a technique and a methodology to make decisions in your life in a more logical way. और उस method का नाम है even swaps. I am sure when you will apply this approach in your decisions, you will feel more confident, inshallah. This is more of a gamification version of making smart choice.
Okay, Raza, just to request, we cannot see your screen. If you can share that kindly.
Okay, wait for a minute. Is it visible now?
It is visible.
Okay, great. So ये जो technique है, this is more of a gamification version of making smart choice. और end में मैं आज आपको एक example solve करवाऊँगा. You will feel like playing a game, and at the end you will see a very fruitful output from this game. In the start of this session, I will tell you about some basic concepts, and then in the end of this session, I will take you through a PTCL specific scenario in which we will finalize one of the option in a logical way, and you will see how this method can help us in our practical life. So सबसे पहले let's start with some basic definitions. Decision क्या है? What is a decision? Decision is when there are different things you can do and you have to pick one of them. When you have different options available and you have to select the best one, so it is a choice that you make about something after thinking about several possibilities. And what is decision making? Decision making is a thought process of selecting a choice from the available options. Decision making is a process of making choices by identifying a decision, gathering information, and assessing alternative solutions. So the process of selecting a course of action from several alternatives so that desired result may be accomplished. एक काफी famous there is a famous saying by Peter Drucker that most discussions of decision making assume that only senior executives make a decisions, or that only senior executives decisions matter. This is a dangerous mistake. Everyone is responsible for taking the decision at his or her own level in the organization. At least in personal life, you take a lot of decisions. Can I request you to mute your mic, please? Okay, so there is a famous saying by Stephen Luke that you are the CEO of your own life, start making executive decisions today. Okay, so before proceeding, let me ask all of you that did you take any decision today? You can share it in the chat window if you took any decision today. ये आपका पर्सनल डिसीजन भी हो सकता है या कोई ऑफिशियल डिसीजन भी हो सकता है. You can write yes or no. Okay, great. Or if you want, you can briefly mention the decision as well. Okay, what decision did you take today? Great, to attend webinar. Okay, so trust me, you take a lots of decisions every day. For example, आज सवेरे सवेरे you took a decision that what to eat in the breakfast. What did you wear today is another decision. Those who are sitting in casual dress, few must be sitting in the track suits, और कुछ लोग हो सकता है कि अभी नाइट सूट में बैठे हों. So this is also one of the decision you took today. You also took a decision that for this session, in which room you will sit today. Few will be sitting in offices, few will be sitting in dining rooms, और मे बी कुछ लोग ओपन एयर का मज़ा ले रहे होंगे. लेकिन लाइफ में all decisions are not that easy and simple. Some decisions are really difficult because they are complex and multiple criteria are involved in taking those decisions. And it becomes more challenging and difficult when they have implications on major stakeholders, because right decisions may bring success, whereas a wrong decision may even ruin an organization. Okay, अब कुछ examples देखते हैं of making choices in official matters. For example, if you want to open a PTCL Smart Shop and you have to finalize the location where to open, then you have to consider certain parameters which are health and safety, environment and facilities available, expected number of customers every day, and the cost or rent of the location. एक और example, if you want to launch a new product, again you have to take decision because you have a lot of options among which you have to decide that which product to choose. You have to consider profitability, expected growth of the product, market share, technical feasibility, and most of the time it happens that there is one product which is good in, let's say, profitability and market share, but there might be another product which is better in diversity or maybe technically more feasible. So you have to choose the best one by making the wise decision. Similarly, when you have to deploy a GPON network in a new area, you have to consider multiple criteria like cost, market potential, etc. Now let's take few examples from your personal life matters. पहली example है selecting the degree and majors you did in your graduation. Especially for millennials, when there are so many options available in the market, it becomes very difficult to select the domain for your career. You have to consider either jobs will be available at the time of your graduation or not. आपका interest भी है इस field में या नहीं. Either you would be able to complete that degree or not. For example, you have interest in, let's say, petroleum engineering, but there is no job expected in the market. So what will you do? Excuse me, can you please mute your mic? Another example is buying a car. You have to consider a lot of factors while buying the car, especially when you have limited funds. You can consider make or model of the car, either it is Honda or Toyota, which features are available in the price which you can afford to pay, etc. And most interesting example is choosing the life partner. Yes, this is also not a simple decision. You have to consider so many parameters unless your mother has not decided it for you, or you don't have any अकलौती खाला की बेटी या मामू का बेटा. I'm just kidding. Normally, the points of consideration are cost, education of your to the spouse, their family status, looks, and relationship in the family. And the best thing is that you can apply this scenario as well in the even swap method, which I'm going to explain you with an example later on. But wait, there is a disclaimer here that I request all those people who are already married, please do not try it at home. Otherwise, you will be responsible for the results yourself. And then no logical method is there to save you. So शादीशुदा लोग ये choosing the part वाली example apply करने से परहेज करें. Techniques of decision making. There are so many techniques of decision making which are broadly categorized in qualitative techniques and quantitative techniques. I will not go into much details of these techniques as you are already familiar with most of them, and even if you are not, तो please आप Google uncle से contact कर सकते हैं. But let me briefly tell you about these ones. So first category is qualitative techniques, which include intuition approach. Intuition is your gut feeling, and it is making a choice without use of conscious thought. However, intuition.
Slides change नहीं हो रही हैं सर.
अभी आपके सामने कौन सी स्लाइड आ रही है?
We have sir number 1 slides here, decision and decision making. बस जहाँ से आपने start किया था सर. Slides are gradually not changing sir.
हमारे पास ठीक है रजा.
स्लाइड ठीक आ रही है.
काजी आपके
हमारे
पास स्लाइड आ रही है?
जी स्लाइड्स ठीक आ रही हैं सर.
Decision
ठीक आ रही है सर, ठीक आ रही है.
Okay, great. So you can
रजा एक तो रीशेयर करते हैं आप तो ठीक हो जाएंगे.
अच्छा, मेरी रिक्वेस्ट होगी सिर्फ जो काजी हैं सिर्फ वो मुझे गाइड करें, क्योंकि जब सब बोलेंगे तो मुझे भी समझ नहीं आएगी.
रजा ये सजेशन वैलिड है. आप एक काम करें, आप अपनी स्क्रीन शेयर ऑफ करके दोबारा कर दें.
Okay,
और
I have already done that. So can you see my screen again?
yes, we can see the decision making technique. ये अभी
Yeah.
स्मॉल में आप फुल स्क्रीन जा सकते हैं.
चलें. Now you can see the full screen of decision making techniques. Okay, so I was saying
थोड़ा सा
telling-
लैग आता है तो ठीक.
अब ठीक है?
भी छोटी स्क्रीन नजर आ रही है. फुल स्क्रीन वी कैन नॉट सी.
मैंने वैसे फुल स्क्रीन कर दिया.
एक मैं आपको क्विकली टेक्निक बता देता हूँ. आप स्क्रीन शेयर पे जब आप जाते हैं, हाँ अब फुल स्क्रीन है. या वी कैन सी.
Chilling, great. Let's not touch the screen again.
Sure.
Anyways, so I was telling you about intuition, that it is a decision making without the use of conscious thought. However, decision is a perfectly acceptable means of making a decision, although it is generally more appropriate when the decision is of a simple nature or needs to be made quickly. Number 2 is Delphi technique, which is an approach to generating new ideas or problem solving among a group or team. Each team member submits his or her recommendations to a central contact point. All ideas generated are then circulated to all those participants in the process, who then have the opportunity to submit comments on them. Brainstorming is a commonly used technique in order to extract ideas from a group of people. For brainstorming, groups are formed, and each individual is provided with a platform to explore and express their ideas to others. Nominal group technique is a variation of brainstorming, but it is a more structured process of obtaining the group's opinions, ideas, and suggestions. Multi-voting is another group decision-making tool in which repeated rounds of voting are carried out until consensus is arrived. Now, some of the quantitative techniques. First one is decision tree. Decision tree is pictorial method which makes use of a tree-like graph in which you mention decision alternatives on branches and consequences associated with it. Decision matrix method is a quantitative technique used to rank the multi-dimensional options available for any problem. This technique is used when various alternatives are available and many different parameters are to be considered for making a selection. The even swap method, which is today's technique, also falls in this category of decision making. Cost benefit analysis is a systematic process for evaluating the feasibility of projects or proposals. As the name indicates, this method means comparing total benefits derived from a project with the total costs incurred for that project. Payback analysis is a very familiar tool used to determine the viability of the project by calculating payback period for the projects. ये हमारे फाइनेंस और जो टेक्निकल के लोग हैं काफ़ी इस टेक्निक को यूज़ करते हैं. Simulation is an imitation of a real life situation. Simulation is used by creating a replica of a real life situation so as to know what could be an outcome under real operating conditions. So some more details about quantitative technique, that in which situation they are preferred over qualitative techniques. We can use quantitative analysis when the objectives are clearly mentioned. There are multiple alternatives or choices available and you can calculate the benefit of each alternate. There are some common challenges in decision making as well. First one is when you have too much information or very little information to make any decision. Second one, you couldn't understand the problem statement properly. यानी कि आपको पता ही नहीं है कि exactly what do you want to do. Third one is you are overconfident about the outcome or you take a hasty decision without thinking enough about it. Okay. अब हम थोड़ा सा मज़ीद इस मेथड की टेक्निकल डिटेल में जाते हैं which we are going to learn today. So the approach is known as the PROACT approach, which has 5 elements of making smart choices. PR stands for problem, O stands for objectives, A for alternatives, C for consequences, and T for trade-offs. When we say problem, it means that we need to clarify that we need to clearly understand and define the problem, that what I am going to do, what is important for me, and why I am even considering it. Objectives are the goals of the decisions that we are going to achieve, where we want to reach. अगर आपको यही नहीं पता कि where you want to reach, then in the end you reach nowhere. Alternatives are the choices or options available with you, out of which you have to decide one. If you have good options available with you, then you are going to make better choice. The consequences are the possible outcomes of the decision. For every alternate, you have to prepare the description of the consequences, which we will see in detail in our example. लेकिन एक चीज़ यहाँ पर बहुत ही important है कि you really understand the consequences of your alternatives before you make a choice. Trade-offs, actually the technique which we are going to use today is mainly of trade-offs, which is basically compromising quality or quantity of one aspect in return for gains in other. So what is basically a decision problem? A decision problem is something which has high stakes and consequences filled with uncertainties and risks. And there are multiple objectives of consideration involved in it, and it may affect you, your organization, your family, or other stakeholders. What if you don't take a systematic approach while making a smart choice? You might not be able to make a best choice. You might be making a mediocre choice or even a poor choice, which may result in some loss or maybe a regret of your life. Without following a logical decision, you may take a short-sighted decision in overconfidence, which may be biased. Using a systematic approach, there are much more chances that you are going to make the best choice. Systematic approach is basically a blend of both logic and intuition, which is more logical and consistent. Okay, now let's move to our main topic, which is even swap. So first we will learn few basics of this method, and then we will apply it on making a decision. जिसके लिए मैंने एक PTCL के कॉन्टेक्स्ट में एक सिनेरियो बनाया ताकि it would be easy for the better understanding of all the participants. पहले देखते हैं कि even swap है क्या. Assume that you have to make a choice out of few alternatives, and each alternative has 3 objectives. So for first objective, you may compare the alternatives using precise number or percentages like mentioned 34%, 40%, 60%. For second objective, you may need to make broad relational judgments like high, low, medium. For third objective, you may use purely descriptive terms like colors, yellow color, orange, blue. So you can see you are not just trading off apples and oranges, you are trading off apples, oranges, and elephants. How do you make trade-offs when comparing such widely different things? In the past, decision makers have relied mostly on common sense and guesswork. उनके पास भी कोई क्लियर रैशनल और इजी टू यूज ट्रेड ऑफ मेथोडोलॉजी नहीं थी. टू हेल्प fill that gap, there is a system which we call even swaps. This system provides a practical way of making trade-offs among any set of objectives across a range of alternatives. Basically, the even swap method is a form of bartering. It forces you to think about the value of one objective in terms of another. जैसा कि मोबाइल लेते वक्त हम देखते हैं कि in order to get mobile with better camera, how much money you are ready to pay extra, or how much you can compromise on the battery time of the mobile. The even swap method will not make complex decisions easy. You will still have to make hard choices about the values you set and the trades you make. What it does provide is a reliable mechanism for making trade-offs and a framework in which to make those trade-offs. So before you can begin making trade-offs, you need to have a clear picture of all your alternatives and their consequences for each of your objectives. Let me open this laser pointer here. Okay, so a good way to create that picture is to draw up a consequences table. और इस स्लाइड के नीचे आप देख सकते हैं एक सैम्पल टेबल बना हुआ है. List down all your objectives on the left side of the table and your alternatives along the top. This will give you an empty matrix. In each box of the matrix, write a concise description of the consequence that the given alternative will have for the given objective. List down all your objectives. Let's say we have listed it on left side and alternatives on the top, and we have mentioned all the consequences in the table, which are actually the values. For example, in this table we have 3 mobiles: Samsung, iPhone, and Huawei, which are alternatives. Price, camera, and looks are the objectives. We can see that price of the Samsung is 75,000, which is the consequence. We call this 75,000 as a consequence. Similarly, the camera of iPhone is of 10 megapixel, which is the consequence. You will likely describe some consequences in quantitative terms using numbers and others in qualitative terms using words. जैसे हमने यहाँ पर looks वाले objective के लिए किया हुआ है. But the important thing is to use consistent terminology in describing all the consequences for a given objective. दूसरे अल्फाज में हम कह सकते हैं कि use consistent terms across each row. If you don't do that, you won't be able to make rational swaps between the objectives. So game plan ये है कि सबसे पहले you create a consequence table, then you start eliminating alternatives or objectives one by one. You will see that one alternative is dominated by another alternative or few of other alternatives clearly in most of the objectives. So वो alternative eliminate हो जाएगा from the table. In few cases you will see that in most of the objectives the alternative is dominated by other, but there is one objective where this alternative dominates, but the value of that objective is not significant and you can easily ignore it. So here you will apply the concept of practical dominance. Well, if you couldn't understand it, please hold it for a few minutes. In next slide it will be more clear to you. You will also see that you would be able to eliminate the objectives by making the trade-offs. Okay, अब हम ये समझने की कोशिश करते हैं कि what do I exactly mean by eliminating alternatives using this example in this slide. You can see there are 5 objectives given in this consequence table, and assume there are 2 alternatives, option A and let's say option B. Now you can see that option A is better in 3 objectives as compared to option B, and it is not worse than B in 2 objectives, which means that option A dominated option B and hence option B can be eliminated from this table. Okay, I think it is important to understand, so let me repeat this example. You can see a consequences table. These are objectives and these are alternatives. इस consequence table को देखते हुए हमें क्लियर है कि ऑप्शन ए 3 objectives में ऑप्शन बी से बेहतर है, which means that option A dominates option B in 3 objectives. In case if it is difficult to identify this dominance directly from the consequence table, then we can prepare the ranking table on the basis of consequence table. And in next slides, I will tell you how to prepare a ranking table. This will be more clear in my next slides when we'll start solving our example. Alternatives eliminate करने के अलावा second option is to eliminate objectives, which can only be eliminated when the values of one objective of all alternative is same. For example, if we have to buy a mobile and we have 3 options as we showed in last slide, that is mobile of Samsung, iPhone and Huawei, and we assume that price of all 3 mobiles is same. Let's say it is 75,000. Now we will not consider objective of price and we will eliminate it. In case if Samsung and iPhone is of rupees 75,000 but Huawei is of rupees 70,000, then we can increase the price of Huawei to rupees 75,000 using the even swap method, which we will see how we can do that. Okay, अब अपनी example start करते हैं. In order to better understand this even swap method, I have come up with a hypothetical scenario of PTCL's example. So let's try to understand the problem statement first. एक साहब हैं Mr. Asif, who has completed MBA from top rank University of Islamabad, और job ढूंढने की बजाय he has decided to open a PTCL smart shop. Let's assume on a franchise model. Now he has to decide the location of his shop, that in which area he should rent a shop for this for his setup. After considerable thought about his business and its prospects, Asif defines 5 overriding objectives that he needs his shop to fulfill. Number 1 is shortest commute from home to the shop, good access to his clients, which he can expect more and more walk-in customers, good office services including clerical assistance, telephone, broadband, security services, Fourth one is office की space कितनी होनी चाहिए, and last one is the low rent of the shop. In order to search for the location, he surveys more than a dozen locations, and dismissing those that clearly fall short of his needs, he settles on 5 viable alternatives, which are F8 Markaz, Jinnah Super, Safa Gold Mall, Centaurus, and Blue Area. He then develops a consequence.
रज़ा आपकी आवाज़ नहीं आ रही, काइंडली अपने आप को अनम्यूट कर लें, थैंक यू।
ओके, कहाँ तक आपने मुझे सुना था? आई डोंट नो।
इसी स्लाइड पे जब आप कॉन्सिक्वेंस टेबल मूव किए इसी से कट हो रही है बस अभी अभी।
ओके, ग्रेट। सो कैन यू सी नाउ माय दिस स्लाइड इन फुल?
जी, हम फुल स्क्रीन में नज़र आ रहा है।
ओके, ग्रेट। सो मैं कह रहा था कि फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल ही डेवलप्स अ कॉन्सिक्वेंसेस टेबल using a different measurement system for each objective. He describes commuting time as the average time in minutes needed to travel to work during rush hours. To measure access to clients, he determines the number of his customers who are expected to visit his shop. He uses a simple 3-letter scale to describe the office services which are provided. A means full service, including air conditioning, telephone, broadband, security, everything. B indicates telephone and broadband only, and C means that no services are available. The office size or area is measured in square feet, and the monthly rent of the office is given in rupees. On the basis of all the information he gathered for the 5 alternatives, each having 5 objectives, he has prepared this consequence table. On left side of he mentions all the objectives. For example, commute in minutes, number of customers, office services, office size in square feet, and monthly rent in Pak rupees. And on the top, he writes all the alternatives, which are Centaurus, Jinnah Super, F8 Markaz, Safa Gold Mall, and Blue Area. In the end, he has filled the boxes with the actual values, which are the consequences. The commute time for Centaurus is 45 minutes, which is the maximum in this case, and for F8 Markaz, commute time is 20 minutes, which is the minimum. The number of customers expected in Safa Gold Mall are 85. In Jinnah Super, it is 80. Similarly, he has also mentioned the monthly rent of each alternative. In Centaurus, rent is 18,500. In Jinnah Super, rent is 17,000. In F8, it is 15,000. In Safa Gold Mall, it is 19,000. And in Blue Area, this is 17,500. Oh, मुझे आज पता चला है कि Centaurus is less expensive as compared to Safa Gold Mall. Anyways, this is just a hypothetical example. I hope this consequence table is clear to everyone. Now let's move to the next step. The next step is to prepare the ranking table. With so many alternatives to compare, Asif immediately seeks to eliminate some of the alternatives by using dominance or practical dominance. To make that easier, he uses the descriptions in the consequences table to create a ranking table. In the ranking table, The descriptions of consequences are replaced with simple rankings as mentioned in this table. Working row by row, that is objective by objective, determine the consequence that best fulfills the objective and replace it with number 1. Then find the second best consequence and replace it with the number 2, and continue in this way until you have ranked the consequences of all the alternatives. If we go to the back slide, when Asif looks at the commute objective in his table, for example, he sees that 20 minutes ranks first. The two 25 minutes, which is Jinnah Super and Safa Gol Mall, tie for second number rank. 30 minutes ranks fourth and 45 minutes rank fifth. So if we go forward, he put this ranking in the table accordingly, as we can see here. For commute, 1 is written in F8 Marcus, which was 20 minutes. Commute 2 tie is written in Jinnah Super and Safa Gold Mall, which was 25 minutes. Then comes Blue Area, which has 30 minutes. And in the end, fifth rank is Centaurus, which was 45 minutes in the example. Now, if we go back again, having shortest commute is the positive thing. So we assign 20 minutes ranking number 1 because that was the shortest distance. Now, if we talk about the other objective, which is number of customers, we know that having maximum number of customers is a good thing. So we will assign rank number 1 to the location which has maximum number of customers. In this case, it is 85 for Safa Gold Mall in this table. The rank number 2 is for Jinnah Super and rank number 3 is for Blue Area. We can see that same ranking is assigned in the ranking table. Number 1 to Safa Gold Mall, number 2 to Jinnah Super, number 3 to Blue Area, 4 to F8 Marcus, and 5 to Centaurus. Similarly, the ranking will be assigned to other objectives since the monthly rent of Safa Gold Mall was maximum. So it will be assigned rank number 5, and the rent of F8 Marcus is minimum. So rank number 1 will be assigned to it. So we have discussed enough how to convert consequences table into the ranking table. Now let's move forward. Okay. Columns को अच्छी तरह स्कैन करते हुए Asif quickly sees that Jinnah Super location dominates the Blue Area. This is Jinnah Super. This is Blue Area. क्योंकि 4 ऑब्जेक्टिव्स में जो Jinnah Super है that is better और tying in on the 5th. Jinnah Super is better in ranking in commute as compared to Blue Area. The ranking is 2 in customers, where the ranking of Blue Area is 3. So Jinnah Super is better here as well. The ranking of Jinnah in office service is 3, whereas Blue Area is 4. So Jinnah is better here as well. Even the monthly rent, even in monthly rent, Jinnah is ranked better than Blue Area. There is only office size where both are equally ranked, but since in other 4 objectives Jinnah Super is better than Blue Area, so he eliminates Blue Area from the further consideration. Okay. So he also sees that Safa Gold Mall almost dominates Centaurus. This is Safa Gold Mall and this is Centaurus. सिर्फ कॉस्ट में थोड़ा बेहतर है Centaurus. So can he eliminate Centaurus too? He flips back to his original consequence table and notices that the monthly rent of Centaurus is rupees 18,500 and that of Safa Gold Mall is rupees 19,000. So for the small cost disadvantage of Safa Gold Mall, which is only rupees 500 per month, he would gain an additional 150 square feet, a much shorter commute and much better access to clients. Therefore, he eliminates Centaurus using practical dominance. So we have removed two alternatives on this slide. Okay, so Asif has reduced his choices to three alternatives now, which are Jinnah Super, F8 Marcus and Safa Gold Mall. और कोई भी किसी दूसरे को dominate नहीं करती, कोई भी alternative. He redraws his consequence table with three alternatives only, as he has already eliminated Centaurus and Blue Area in previous step. I hope you guys are with me and you understand how 5 alternatives have been reduced to 3. Okay, so let's move to next step now. Okay, now the time for even swap. To clarify his choice further, Asif needs to make a series of even swaps. In scanning the table, he sees considerable similarity in the commuting times for the 3 remaining alternatives, which is 25 minutes in case of both Jinnah Super and Safa Gold Mall, and 20 minutes in case of F8 Marcus. If the commute time of F8 Marcus increased from 20 to 25 minutes using an even swap method, the commuting time of all 3 alternatives would be equivalent, and that objective can be dropped from further consideration. So इसके अंदर क्या किया है कि F8 Marcus का जो commute time है that has been increased from 20 to 25 even swap method को use करते हुए, लेकिन उसके result में जो number of customers हैं that has also been increased from 70 to 78, क्योंकि जब आप commute in time compromise करें तो यहाँ पे आप gain कर रहे हैं. So यहाँ पे commute in time क्योंकि तीनों में 25 minutes है, so this objective can be dropped from this table for further consideration. Okay, round 2 of even swap. The consequence table will be redrawn once again by removing the objective of commute, and now we are left with 3 alternatives, each having 4 objectives. Asif then eliminates the office services objective by making 2 even swaps with the monthly rent. Using the Jinnah Super service level of B as a standard, he equates an increase in the level of service from C to B for F8 Marcus with a rupees 2,000 increase in monthly rent. He also equates a decrease in the level of service from A to B for Safa Gold Mall with the saving of rupees 1,000 rent per month in case of Safa Gold Mall. Each time Asif makes an even swap, he changes the way alternatives match up. After making these 2 even swaps, we can see that level of office services for all the 3 alternatives is same, which is B. Therefore, the objective of office services can be removed now. Okay, so Having eliminated the office services objective, we are left with three alternatives, each having only three objectives. Now, if we compare F8 Marcus with Jinnah Super, we see that the rent of both the locations is same, which is rupees 17,000, but office size of F8 Marcus is small and number of customers is also less as compared to Jinnah Super. So Asif finds that F8 Marcus alternative is now dominated by the Jinnah Super alternative, and it can also be eliminated. This move highlights an important process consideration. In making even swaps, you should always seek to create dominance where it did not exist before, thus enabling you to eliminate an alternative. In your decision process, you will want to keep switching back and forth between examining your columns, which are your alternatives, and your rows, which are your objectives, between assessing dominance and making even swaps. Okay, after eliminating F8 Marcus, now we are left with two alternatives with three objectives each. Now we can perform even swap step in equating office size by adjusting monthly rent. Deciding that 700 square feet for Jinnah Super office will be cramped and will not be enough for the PTCL Smart Shop, he equates Safa Gold Mall additional 250 square feet with the substantial cost increase of rupees 2500 per month. So he performs an even swap by increasing office size of Jinnah Super by 250 square feet, and in return he also increases the monthly rent of Jinnah Super to 19,500. Now we can see that the office size of both the alternatives is same, that is 950 square feet. Therefore, the objective of office size can also be removed from the comparison. Now we are left with only two alternatives and each having two objectives. We can see that in case of Safa Gold, the monthly rent is less as compared to Jinnah Super, but the number of customers are more. Therefore, Safa Gold Mall clearly dominates Jinnah Super in both the remaining objectives, which are number of customers and monthly rent. Okay, so we have reached to the conclusion as we are left with only one alternative. So Asif decides to open PTCL Smart Shop in Safa Gold Mall. He is confident that he has thought through the decision carefully, considered every alternative and objective, and made the right choice in the end. So Asif is happy now. Okay, guys, so I hope you enjoyed this method of making smart choice, and you saw how starting from a complex situation, having so many parameters, Asif was easily able to figure out the best choice. थोड़ा सा आपको शायद मुश्किल लग रहा होगा मेथड, लेकिन एक दफ़ा आपको थोड़ा सा एक्सपीरियंस हो जाए टेक्निक का, उसके बाद the mechanical part of the even swap method becomes easy. Like almost like a game, as I mentioned in the start. The hardest part is to determine the relative value of different consequences, which is the essence of any trade-off process. Every even swap is unique and it requires subjective judgment. You can ensure better trade-offs by keeping following suggestions in mind as you go through the process. So it is iterative. Even swaps एक iterative process है in which you have to eliminate objects by making trade-offs and check for dominance to eliminate alternatives. एक और चीज़, the value of what you swap will be relative, but the swaps themselves should be logically consistent. Second one is make informed swaps. There is subjective judgment, as I mentioned earlier, when you are swapping between the consequences, but these judgments can be strengthened by solid information and some good analysis. For some decisions, you yourself will be the source of the relevant information. Therefore, you must think carefully about the value of each consequence to you. Make easier swaps first. Determining the value of some consequences will be more difficult than determining the value of others. Often you will be able to reach a decision or at least eliminate some alternatives just by making the easy swaps, and you won't have to wrestle with the hard ones at all. Focus on swap amounts, not on importance of objective. Okay, this is important one. It doesn't make sense to say that one objective is more important than another without considering the variation among the consequences of all the alternatives. For example, is monthly rent of the shop more important than the number of customers? It depends. If the monthly rent of all the locations is similar, but the number of customers vary widely, the number of customers objective may be more important than the monthly rent. If you will concentrate on the importance of the objectives, you won't be able to trade off properly. So you have to keep the importance of the objective totally aside. आखिर में एक बहुत ही फेमस चाइनीज प्रोवर्ब है कि a wise man makes his own decisions and ignorant man follows public opinion. So आज से please take charge and start making choices in your life yourself. So this is all from my side. Now I am open for the questions if you have any.
अस्सलाम वालेकुम सर।
वालेकुम सलाम।
सर मेरा एक क्वेश्चन ये है कि जिस तरह से आपने बताया कि इन चीज़ों के अगेंस्ट हम मैट्रिक्स बना के सारी चीज़ करते हैं, हमारे पास कुछ वेरिएबल्स ऐसे आ जाते हैं जो क्वालिटेटिव होते हैं। हमारे पास कोई ऐसी टेक्निक है हम उन क्वालिटेटिव वेरिएबल्स को क्वांटिफाई कर सके, जिस तरह एस्थेटिक्स या लुक्स की बात आप कर रहे थे?
देखो, क्वालिटेटिव वेरिएबल्स तो होते ही हैं, कुछ ऐसे भी होते हैं जो कि बिल्कुल ही जेनेरिक टर्म्स होती है, लाइक कलर। ठीक है, इफ़ वी लेट्स से, जैसे मैंने एग्जांपल दी थी आपको मोबाइल सेट्स की, उसमें मैंने आपको बताया था उसके लेट्स से लुक्स। अब सिंस आई हैव टू मेक दिस डिसीजन, आई एम गोइंग टू बाय दैट मोबाइल फॉर माई सेल्फ, सो मेरी एक अपनी कॉल है। एक मैंने कहा था ना, यहाँ पे एक सब्जेक्टिव जजमेंट होती है कि मेरे लिए कौन सी लुक बेहतर है। ठीक है, लुक इज़ समथिंग विच आई कैन नॉट मेजर, यानी कि प्रॉपरली, राइट। लेकिन मैं मोबाइल को देख के बता सकता हूँ कि अच्छा यार, ये जो आईफोन की लुक है ये मुझे बेहतर लग रही है, दिस इज़ एक्सीलेंट। जो लेट्स से सैमसंग है, दिस इज़ एवरेज, और जो हवावे है उसकी लुक अच्छी नहीं है। तो उसके लिहाज से मैं उसको एक्सीलेंट, एवरेज, बिलो एवरेज रैंक कर सकता हूँ। इसी तरह से लेट्स से इफ़ फॉर एग्जांपल आई टॉक अबाउट कलर्स ऑफ द मोबाइल, चलो मोबाइल छोड़ो, मैंने गाड़ी लेनी है। ठीक है, अब गाड़ी का कलर इज़ वन ऑफ द चॉइस। ठीक है, मेरे पास लेट्स से 3 चॉइसेस हैं, वन इज़ सिल्वर, वन इज़ वाइट, वन इज़ ब्लैक। ठीक, नाउ इट इज़ माई चॉइस सिंस आई हैव टू टेक दिस डिसीजन, और इट डिपेंड्स ऑन माई पर्सनल लाइकनेस और डिसलाइकनेस कि मैं जो मेरी लेट्स से अगर मैं गाड़ी ले रहा हूँ तो मेरी जो प्रेफर्ड चॉइस है इन टर्म्स ऑफ कलर, दैट इज़ सिल्वर। सो आई विल रैंक सिल्वर कलर एज नंबर 1. Then let's say if my second priority is white, then I will rank white color as priority number 2. Maybe let's say if you are going to buy a car, लेकिन for you silver is not the priority, your priority is, let's say, white, then you will rank white color as rank number 1. So it is all subjective measure. ठीक है, जहाँ पे ऐसी choices होती है, depends on the person who is going to take that decision or who is going to be the beneficiary of that decision. I hope आपको clear answer.
जी बिल्कुल, थैंक यू सर.
Okay, great. Any other question?
अच्छा रजा, कमेंट सेक्शन में भी क्वेश्चंस आ रहे हैं. एक क्वेश्चन है, हाउ वी कैन सेव द इम्पोर्टेंट ऑब्जेक्टिव्स टू अवॉइड एलिमिनेशन. ये अख्तर महमूद है, उन्होंने ये सवाल पूछा.
देखिए, मैंने आपको जब आई वाज टेलिंग यू अबाउट आर्ट्स ऑफ इवन स्वैप, तो उसको मैंने एक चीज़ आपको कही थी कि यू हैव टू फोकस ऑन स्वैप अमाउंट्स, नॉट ऑन द इम्पोर्टेंस ऑफ ऑब्जेक्टिव. ठीक है, ये दिस इज़ वन ऑफ द बिगेस्ट मिस्टेक विच वी डू व्हेन वी कंसिडर इम्पोर्टेंस ऑफ द ऑब्जेक्टिव. ठीक है, उसमें मैंने आपसे कहा था कि लेट्स से इफ व्हेन वी आर डिसाइडिंग अबाउट द लोकेशन ऑफ द शॉप, तो जो है मंथली रेंट माइट बी वन ऑफ द इम्पॉर्टेंट ऑब्जेक्टिव, लेकिन लेट्स से इफ दैट ऑब्जेक्टिव इज सेम, देन वी शुड नॉट कंसिडर इट. सो इस सारे प्रोसेस के अंदर हम जो इम्पोर्टेंस ऑफ ऑब्जेक्टिव है उसको बिल्कुल नहीं लेकर आएंगे, क्योंकि ये हमारी एक क्वांटिटेटिव डिसीजन मेथड की टेक्निक है, और वी हैव टू अवॉइड ऑल टाइप्स ऑफ बायसनेस, इस तरह की जो सारी चीज़ें वी हैव टू प्ले फेयर. So we'll not consider importance of objective. Right? Any other question?
Comment है नासिर महमूद मलिक का, good job Raza, the session has influenced me to pray for Jamshed साहब more.
Okay, great. तो hopefully अगर आप married हैं तो आप दूसरी example apply नहीं करेंगे choosing the partner. Anyways, so practically I have applied this technique in my life, especially when I was buying my mobile last time. तो उसमें मैंने exactly Excel के अंदर ये टेबल बना के अप्लाई किया था, क्योंकि obviously there are lot of parameters, lot of things which you consider when you are going to buy a mobile. So it actually worked. तो आप अपनी पर्सनल लाइफ में, ऑफिशियल लाइफ में, where you have multiple criteria, उसमें you can apply this method. तो इंशाल्लाह you will find it quite fruitful.
Since there are no questions coming, I would hand over to Amjad Iqbal Saab. He has some important announcements to make. Amjad Saab, please.
Let me first of all, for putting a lot of energy and making sure that you prepare this comprehensive slide deck based on this research. It's a great work done. Yes, to make sure that we actually digest all these concepts and tools and apply in our life is only dependent if we will reflect now whatever content has been passed on to us, whatever methodology has been explained to us, and then practically is demonstrate and experience the outcome. So that's how we learn, and that's how we make sure that we actually move up in the skill set ladder. So thank you very much once again. Thank you very much everyone for being so participative and active and responsible listener and responsible learner for that matter. I have an announcement for the next, from Monday onward. We are starting a new series with the title Mastering for Excellence. And in this series, we will be targeting 15 critical skills which every manager must learn and demonstrate. But this is going to be maximum half an hour. The timing is same from 12 to 12:30 from Monday onward, 5 days a week for next 15 days. And this is going to be half an hour session. And in half an hour session, we'll try our level best to inculcate the required skill set, which is important for us to master and to achieve the excellence level. So I expect your participation, active participation, and I'll ensure that you will receive the quality in terms of the content and the seriousness in terms of our effort, and the effort done by our team. So thank you very much, team, and thank you very much, all the participants. Have a great weekend. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Allah Hafiz.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.